Jay, so Trump's few days of presidency, and I swear every 5 minutes a new law is being enacted, something is being revoked. I don't know. But a big chunk of that conversation has been about the civil rights law that brought in equal employment opportunity, but also diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I've seen a lot of conversation about that. And one of the things that I see consistently is the impact that this is going, that lack of DEI initiatives and companies and quotas is going to significantly impact Black businesses. I just want to know what are your thoughts on this whole DEI thing? And then do you also believe that it's going to have a more significant impact on Black businesses?
Yeah, from back to the front, yeah, it's going to have a significant effect on Black businesses, primarily people who are doing business with the government, because you have what's called supply diversity. We've already seen that some states or cities wasn't even participating as is, but you have these supply diversity quotas in the federal government that's been put in place where they have to give a certain amount of business to minority contractors, and so they're not going to be enforcing that. Now, this is the caveat what people have to understand, because you got to stop with the bull jive. We weren't taking advantage of it to the level that we should have been anyway. And to be a minority contractor for the federal government, that means anybody who's not a heterosexual white male falls into that place. So if you start to talk about Black people were still not taking advantage of it like they should. They didn't participate or benefit from it like it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? People, white men, will have their wife as the head of their company, and if you're a woman, you're a minority. If you're a Black woman, you're a double minority. It's Hispanic. If you're gay, like anything you can be can fall into that line. We just didn't never get the education that we're supposed to get to go and take advantage of that. And I say I made my money in the government, so I know about it. I've done some, fair amount of educating other individuals. It always could have been more, but it hadn't been enough education with African Americans on how to do business with the government and how to properly do business with the government. Shout out to some of the brothers and sisters who are on social media really attempting to do that now the right way. There's a lot of scam artists out there too, but it's a couple people. I think Eric Coffey, I think her name is Sabrina or Serena. She's very good, sister out of Atlanta. They're really teaching people exactly how to, especially minority business owners, how to do business with the government. But there's a lot of scam artists too. So that, we play around with something, with a gift, they take it away. And that's what I see is happening. DEI in the workforce never really worked. We haven't really caught up to anything with the numbers. And again, this is Black people, because diversity, equity, and inclusion should not just mean Black people. But the way how people target it and weaponize it, that's usually what it is. Diversity means you got 8 men in here and then you add a woman or two, and not because you're just trying to have women, but you have diverse thought process. You got 8 Black people in here, you threw 3 white people or somebody else. That's diverse. You're giving different perspectives. Diversity also means different skill sets. You don't have everybody in here know numbers. Some people got to be technical. Some people got to, you got to have diverse approach to problem solving and growing your company. And diversity works. But it's not about whether or not that works. I believe that they know that diversity works. This is more of a race thing. And, it is what it is. And it's a phantom issue because, again, it wasn't where Black people got too much of anything to where it affected anybody negatively. But hey, if they're gonna make it seem like that and there's nobody around to fight for it, then go ahead. But Willie D said it best. He said, man, you gotta get your own shit. And when people start trying to get their own shit, then you won't have to have those diversity, equity, and inclusion scenarios because you have your own. We've always, since the MLK days, wanted to be a part of something, as opposed to being okay with who you are and with your own. Look, one thing I can say about this Trump presidency is going to be where nothing's going to be handed to you. Whatever you get, you're going to have to go out there and hunt and kill for it. And I don't mean that literally, but you're going to have to hunt for it. Nothing's going to be given to you. It's not going to be any legs up. I can't say that it was such a big leg up before, but it's not going to be any of that. Any subsidies, all that extra shit is gone. You're going to get out here and get it, or you're going to fall by the wayside.